Hi everyone, welcome back again to Spiritual Growth Tarot and Astrology. I'm Denise and I have a great question from Zach Riley. It'll require 2 readings, so you might want to be a little patient with me, but he wants me to look into Trump's, what's going on with Trump's campaign and then also with his legal team. I can only imagine. But anyway, let me just swap out cameras here and bring you over my table. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm using Ciro Marchetti's Kipper, of course, and, you know, for all things legal, right? And I'm going to start with just a 9 box to see what comes through first. So let's read first on what's happening inside Trump's campaign. I did look up online. Okay, so here's the first one here that wants to pop through. Oh. Liars, cheaters, grifters. That's at the core of their campaign. Wow. Wow. Causing major distractions, constantly causing distractions. And it's also a card of being somehow just not having enough. There's some deficiency as to like what people could bring through. And it's also, the thievery card is also a card of losing something because of your irresponsibility. And it's a card for very negative people. You know, what do we call them? Energy vampires. Wow, look at this. This is amazing. Okay, let's keep going here. But anyway, I did look up, they have like one communications guy, and then they have, or Trump has 4 senior advisors. And I remember Jason Miller. Okay, here's the other one coming through. Yeah, there's all the documents and the communications. Oh, communications person is probably that one there. But then he has one dude, I do remember his name, it was easy to remember. Eric Branstad is the strategist. That's what they called him online. I'm sorry, strategist. Who am I, George W? Jeez. The strategist. I'm sorry. Okay, here's Trump. Okay, and he's right next to the thievery card. Important discovery. Ooh, this is interesting. Wow, Zach, this is probably going to turn out to be a really good question you had, obviously. Okay, so as far as his campaign, somebody's going to leave. Someone who's at the top, who's like the major person for him, is going to leave because some important legal discovery is going to come through. Probably just like with his attorneys, you know, he tends to, yeah, okay, so here's Trump in his inner circle. But anyway, he tends to lose. I mean, how many attorneys has he lost? I can't keep track of that. I mean, like, look online and you'll see how many he lost last year. And then, of course, this year, tons. But his inner circle is just a bunch of thieving. God, I even have a feeling of like wire transfers maybe. This is interesting. Whoa. So within his inner circle, somebody could be locked up legally or at least restricted. Wow. Talk about the strategy, huh? Okay. And notice which card's Knight to Trump. So here he is. This is sneaking up behind him. Distractions, cheating, everything I was saying, a loss from his irresponsibility. He's kind of gone, just gone. In the head, brains gone. Like, it's official, he's mentally ill. Well, we know that. We're not learning anything new there. But the cards are saying that he has a major restriction as to who he can keep in his inner circle because they're going. And the way he gets rid of them when he does, or they leave, is just by, it probably wouldn't be a phone call, but here's the formal document. I have major chills when I just said that. So, you know, he'll text them or let them know on social media what's going on if he wants to get rid of them. And if they leave him, it'll just be a formal document and like, we're done, dude. Okay, so this could be an older person. Oh, that's interesting. Some older, I don't know who of the senior advisors might be the oldest, but it's a man over 50. This one is the one I want here. Yeah, there's some something he has to face with this guy. The senior, one of the senior advisors, has to face, and you know, just mirror these cards together. And he's made some important discovery, and probably doesn't like what he's seeing. But let's see, you know, is he going to be losing a lot of them or just that one guy? Yeah. Trump is facing major, major, major stress and demands, you know, documents, demands. This could be because of the documents, you know, stolen documents case. And this is normally my Jack Smith card, so if we read it on another level, it could be, or maybe this is the only level, is that his senior advisors and this strategist dude, that Eric dude, maybe that's him, maybe he's an older guy, then all that, because of all that hanging down on Trump with the stolen, here we go, stolen documents. It's all right here. Stolen documents taken from the White House, and he took home, right? Trump is facing something he can't get out from, you know, just major serious problems. And then here he is, this card's knighting to him as well. And this is him going on TV saying, I can just think of, you know, I like, look at his face. I'm Karnak. I can think of what the document is and declassify it with my mind. God. So Trump, is looking at his own self-destruction. He has hung himself with his own rope. That's pretty much what happens with born psychopaths and malignant narcissists and sociopaths. Okay, so there's a younger guy. One of the younger ones is changing as well, making changes because of some important discovery, and I think it has everything to do with Jack Smith. Trump is going to be leveled. It's official. He's going to be leveled. Okay, one more card. Jack Smith is going to level him. Okay, well, maybe there's some loyalty. But then again, maybe not, because the younger guy's next to the change card. The older guy's up here at one of the four corners that, you know, that Trump is like, he has to face the dude, and the dude's like, I'm out of here. The dude himself, and I think this is Eric Branstad, I think this is the strategist, that has no more strategery. I can't help you, dude. We're done. We're done. And there's so much restriction. So how does his campaign proceed? It can't really. There is, oh, you know what this could be with the Lovers card? This could be whomever helped him be successful in any way. This could be like the stand-in card for all the thieving, conniving people who helped him become successful, and now they are worried. They're very concerned about going to being locked up. There's something going on with his campaign finance, with his the way he brings in money, on top of the whole, stolen documents trial that'll be coming up next year. Yeah, so anyway, these are terrible, just terrible cards. God. Sorry, I've been in the dorkiest mood today. Yeah, okay, so let's do this. Actually, it probably doesn't really even matter. I'm going to mix them up really well anyways. Let me focus into his attorneys. Now, they come and go, right? And then good old Chris Keiss, his attorney that was helping him with, Letitia James's case in New York. Now that one's civil; it's not criminal. But anyway, Chris Keiss, he had sanctions. He's now a sanctioned attorney. So I think that he's going to have a big fee that he has to pay to the court, and he can't represent Trump anymore. Can you imagine? So not only has Trump lost all of it, he's lost his licensure to operate any business in the state of New York. And now his attorney, he probably can't operate in the state of New York either. I imagine that's what a sanction is. And then plus a big fat fine. And Trump's gonna, I'd have to go back and watch that grand tableau I did on the case that's coming up October 2nd. The New York case. But I do believe Trump loses a lot of money. So but with Trump's attorneys, the things that I remember most is that John Lauro is, there's the middle card. Oh, reputation and honor for the attorneys. Okay. So John Lauro, he's the dude that is trying to help Trump with the J6 case. And then there was another dude named Drew Findling, something like that. And that was that $1 billion attorney. So Trump's attorneys, here we go again. It's official. Rules, regulations, obligations. The person that's responsible for Trump's reputation. There's with the official person card, it's like they can be very just matter of fact and cutting, and we have to hone in on even though in this deck the sword's not pointing anywhere except down, but in my other deck there's a sword that points like one way. But you see the whole tip of the sword, right? Just think of like a military person and what they will do. This would be his attorneys, and what will they do to try and create some security for Trump. So how's it going within Trump's legal campaign or legal team? How's it going within Trump's legal team? God, interesting. Same cards. You saw me shuffle like crazy. Well, they're going to be bringing important discoveries that they think they have something on, but let's see how it goes. And this also could be Jack Smith with all the documents, video, communications of any type that he brings through. Right? I mean, sure makes sense to me. Oh, okay, so it has to do with what? It has to do with money, of course, but as to makes me wonder, like, which case. Ooh. Oh, I can't say this is Melania. Could I? That's interesting if it is. It could be because we're reading on Trump's legal team. This could be Aileen Cannon. Oh, dirt. Yeah, you think? Woo! Maybe there's some discovery that comes through that she's been paid off. If it's not money, when it comes to the abundance card, or in this deck, sudden wealth, it could be that it's, you know, the speculation and the gambling of Aileen Cannon. Something, you know, that she's won, but it's, what is it? You know, she doesn't really want anything other than the opportunity to do a job she's not qualified for. Okay, and then the distant horizons makes me wonder, so what's going on within Trump's legal team? A whole lot of drinking and drugs, and maybe conferring with foreign. Jeez, makes me wonder about that. A painful loss. What's going to happen with Trump's legal team is a very painful loss. And major restriction, because somebody's going to lose big time. This is loss, this is restriction, or literal imprisonment. Okay, let me do the outsides, the outer, now that we've got the core. Well, I would say within 3 months' time, something's coming out. And that expectation card is also my card for surveillance. But, you know, they're not, when it comes to Trump's legal team, they're kind of helpless because he'll out himself as he goes. As the whole thing is going. Can you imagine, you know, thinking you have what do you call, the documentation or the case or the strategy, you know, you've got the strategy going for whoever you're working for, you know, the attorney is working for, and then the person which is Trump, goes on TV and says something really stupid. Okay, so do I make this Trump and Melania, or do I just keep it? I think I should keep it with it being someone else in his legal team. But then again, he is working with them. Let's see if maybe I can read it both ways. Let's just keep going. I mean, I already did that old grand tableau on Trump and Melania. Okay, let's see. So if it's one of Trump's attorneys, he's not going to be happy. And if it's Trump, he's not going to be happy. It's like, ruh-roh, you know, it's official. Maybe some new witness comes in that knows about his overseas connections. But I do feel like this is Aileen Cannon because, you know, she's a judge. And the image of a cannon's right here, and she's definitely loyal to him. And I think that she was appointed by Trump, and she was given, well, no, I can't say that he didn't give her the position, you know, to be the judge, because that went through like a pool. It goes through like it's almost like a lottery. It just comes up as a computer choice. So, and you know, and this, maybe this is Florida, because this knights, you know, these cards knight together. Yeah. But so yeah, I don't feel like this is Melania. Although Melania would take off. I mean, that's the deal too. We could read it both ways. I mean, that's the way the cards go. You can always read them both ways. But Trump has a lot weighing down on him if this is Trump. I'll read it as this is Trump, and then I'll read it as an attorney as well. Both, doesn't matter. There's going to be some important discovery and maybe some witnesses that come down on him. And, you know, he just wants to go home and crawl in a box. Go home and use some drugs. Oh my goodness. And here's our answer card. All right, so as far as whomever these people are, let's just let go of who they are and just read the cards from that, from a vantage point of, well, I can't really, because there's a main woman and a main man who are part of his, you know, on his legal team. And they will be brought to, what's a good word for this? Well, this is the card for judges. This is the card for investigators and all different things. Could even be an IRS tax agent, you know. This is the person that makes a decision for him. So I have to say it's a judge. And here we are. I do have to say for sure this is Aileen Cannon. And she makes a decision that restricts him. Because at some point she's either removed. She could be that she's removed and someone new steps in after she's removed. But the decision is imprisonment restriction. Right? I mean, it's the imprisonment card is also about secrets. It's also a card of, you know, entrapment, like where you entrap yourself. And what would be entrapping is, I don't know how to say that. The way that Trump could trap himself is with his mouth, what he says, and it's on video. You know, there are recordings, it's on video, there are tweets, there are untruth social texts put out there, you know. So there's all of that. So I don't think that his attorneys have a chance in hell or heaven or on earth of protecting him. Because he does himself in and he creates a painful loss for them. They can be as loyal as they want, but when it comes down to it, the facts always come through. The documentation comes through. And he can pay them everything he wants, but then when it comes down to it, a judge decides for him, and he's made to, you know, demands are placed upon him, and he has to either negotiate, you know, maybe a prison sentence. I mean, we're talking 91 felony counts here. Something's going to take him down. Yeah, he has plans. I don't have the strategy card in here, but he does have plans to get away. But I think when it comes down to it, he's helpless, and I think he waits too long because we have delay, you know, here, and then I don't think he gets away. It doesn't look to me like he gets away. His legal team doesn't get away with anything. We're talking sanctions, more sanctions here. If I let go of people, his attorneys' reputations, his legal representation and their reputations, no matter how loyal they are, end in major loss. And he has spent a whole lot of money for them because, you know, he doesn't pay his bills, so they say, you know, okay, I need a retainer. Well, the one dude that is you know, known for getting people out of billions of, you know, loss, he quit. So, right? I think these are them restricting him. These are them. That's not the way to say it, but these cards are saying that these attorneys, all of these attorneys are going to leave him. And if we want to read this as Melania, she's definitely leaving him. I can, you know, account for that in many other readings. And maybe she's already got somebody else on the side, of course, right? And yeah, I mean, she's human. He's probably been disgusting to her for so many years, and she's got someone new. And it's official. It's all coming down on him. It's all coming down on him. And it's going to be a judge that he just does not like sitting in front of. On another level, maybe this is Judge Chutkin. Because, you know, well, Fani Willis has already asked for, well, that would be Judge McAfee on that one. Maybe this is Judge McAfee for Georgia. But, yeah, Jack Smith and Judge Chutkin go together. So if I go with that, let's try that. Another scenario is, because this is my Jack Smith card, and he's the prosecutor and Judge Chutkin here. I think these cards would say, you guys have probably been thinking this already, and I'm finally getting around to it, that Trump has a gag order, you know, lots of warnings along the way, but at some point, maybe she brings the trial forward faster, and I'll do a separate reading on that, but definitely to protect, so this could be the court itself. Well, she already has. Judge Chutkin is already, no, I'm sorry, Jack Smith. That's what this is up here. Yeah. God, it's amazing how many different layers you can get out of one, you know, 15 cards here, right? One spread. So Jack Smith already did put out the documents. He delivered the documents, delivered the, what do you call it, a motion or something like that, probably? I'm no legal expert at all, not even close. I'm just floundering around here. So he already put it out there that he wanted a protective order, and then Judge Chutkin is taking it up. But I'm wondering if she might bring the trial forward sooner. So like I said, I'll read on that again, or read on it separate. But I think that's what's going to happen here. So Trump's legal team can't protect him no matter how much loyalty, if any, they have to him. I would say they only have loyalty to receiving money from him at great risk to their reputation, because they won't win. There's no way to win with these cards here. Not at all. In summary. So, okay. I'm going to get this uploaded. Send you big hugs. Bye, you guys.